Hello and welcome everyone. This is my first video of the series about Jenkins, the build server. I would keep this short and to the point, and in this video we're going to install Jenkins on a Windows machine. I'm not sure if there's a real use case about this because I've mostly used Jenkins on Linux server in my career. But yeah, if somebody wants to try it out on Windows, here is a quick start guide to how to install Jenkins on Windows. So let's start. I am using Windows 10 Pro for this purpose. In order to get Jenkins, let's first download it. Download Jenkins for Windows, and there we get to the download page. It actually has both the long-term support releases and the weekly releases. We can pretty much take any of those for this exercise, but let's take the LTS one. So I clicked on Windows and it has started to download a zip file, version 2.204.2. Let's see, it's just 15 more seconds. So there we have it downloaded, and upon opening that zip file we can see there's a Jenkins.msi, which is a Windows installer. I'll just double click it to launch it. So welcome to the Jenkins version blah 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 setup wizard. Next, and here you can choose the location where you want to install Jenkins. I'm actually gonna go with the default one, which is the program files / Jenkins, but you can change the location here if you want to install Jenkins on a separate drive or into a different special folder, etc. But to me, it's not super important at this point in time to discuss where the Jenkins home should be, and basically it can be changed later as well. So we'll go next and click install. Uh, it's asking for permission, so the installer has been launched. Basically, Jenkins, you'll know from my other videos, is nothing but just Java applications. That's why it's very quick to install it. Everything that you use with Jenkins comes as plugins, which we are going to install later, depending on what we need to use it for. But I'm going to do more videos on different usages, and then, of course, there will come those plugins in play. So yeah, by default, the Jenkins is installed and you can access it on localhost :8080, the default port for the web server. If you have another web server running on the same machine, probably we'll have to configure it to run on a different port, but we are not talking about configuration in this video. So after a bit of wait, when it's ready to use, we'll come to the welcome screen, and here it's asking for the username and password, which this screen is going to be different. The first screen that you get is going to be different if you're using Jenkins on Windows or if you're installing it on Ubuntu, for example. But we'll take it the difference in a later. We'll talk about it in a later video. So here we haven't given any username password, so there is a default username called admin and same password, admin username, admin password. So let's try if it works or if it does not. Oh, for some reason it's pretty slow, but yeah, bear it with me. It's trying to process the request. Here we go. So we have successfully installed and logged into Jenkins on a Windows machine. This is the first screen after you log in. This is the first screen you get after you're logged in. Here are a few options. We will talk about all those options in separate videos. As I said in the beginning, that I wanted to keep this simple and shorter. We'll talk about create new jobs and manage Jenkins, and some other things that we need to do with the freshly installed Jenkins. Uh, Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions or any comments, please be my guest. Thank you very much. Bye bye.